Hello everyone, how's it going? My name is Henry and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Today, we're taking a quick look at the Microsoft Japan expansion. So again, they have new photogrammetry, new airports and everything else, and a new activity. Quick tour of Japan. It's around 2 or 3 hours, but we're gonna kind of compress that down. But of course, it's just showing off the country, showing off the new photogrammetry and all that. So let's take out our Beechcraft here and explore the Pacific Ring of Fire. Or at least part of it. Let's give it a go. Let's see what this is. Let's go find some Pokemon. Starting off in Nagasaki, going all the way over to Tokyo. It's a really scenic flight we have here. Let's see how this goes, and yeah, it's pretty exciting. Haven't been to Japan before, so let's see how things go. Alright, welcome to the flight everyone. Here's our beach, all ready to go here to take off here on 3-2. Let's give it a go. Let's hop back in. Our autopilot is all ready to go here. It's all set. So let's get a pedal to the metal here and start flying. I haven't really flown the beach a lot, so I'm guessing rotation after 100 here. Rotate. There you go. Then get off the ground. Not really sure what we're aiming for here, but V2, positive rate, gear up. And there we go. Got a successful takeoff here. Heading over the water. Alright, so we just left Nagasaki, and we are up and in the air. Let's see how things look right now. It's looking pretty standard. Kind of excited to see how the cities look, but of course that's where we just took off from, looking good. Some interesting effects over the water, kind of a little bit soft, but again, I'm not running ultra graphics here, but we are heading up. I'm going up to around between 10 and 12,000 feet here, but we are on our flight path, so autopilot is on, so we should be following up our GPS trail here. Alright, here we are. We're halfway to our cruising altitude here. The autopilot is doing a good job. It's nice to see those updates paying off and things becoming a lot more stable in the sim. But again, just as a quick test of what the high altitude imagery looks like for Japan, it's looking pretty good so far. I mean, like the buildings still 3D and game engine's still doing alright here. Again, never really been to Japan myself, so I can't really say anything about it, but it looks really nice, especially for high graphics settings. And again, for the beach, the autopilot is doing a-okay, no issues right now. So let's fast forward a bit and see how things go. Alright, a few minutes into our flight plan, we have flight following. So our first kind of like large city or area is the Chikugo River lift bridge. I'm assuming that's our first waypoint here. Oh, geez, the leg spike. Alright, so we're just over 200 knots now, so let's give that a go. I'm still gonna... So for the river bridge, I'm still gonna keep a high altitude because I just want to see a little bit more of the high altitude stuff for Japan. And then once we get a little bit closer to the quote-unquote mainland, we'll go a little bit lower to take a look at the buildings and whatnot. But again, from up above, like, we are getting a lot of nice details in the rivers and everything, and I don't see anything really to complain about. Like, again, it looks pretty good. Again, I'm running high graphics settings, so nothing too crazy, but it's still very nice. It's definitely a step up from before with other flight sims, and of course we do have a lot of nice terrain here with the haze and everything else. So yeah, that's nice. Alright, so it's at waypoint at Toda here, still at 12,000, but let's start descending here like around 2,000 or 3,000 feet so then we can have a better look at the terrain as well as this upcoming landmark, the Kenmon Bridge. Looks really interesting. Does this kind of like join with like the larger portion island? It looks like it does. Okay, so very important landmark, I am assuming. So let's get a better view at how that looks. So there we go. We just started our main descent here. Again, still a little bit high, but we're heading down to around 2,000 feet. Again, our fuel rate is gonna be a little bit higher, our fuel burns, because of lower altitude, but we should still be okay for that. Let's have a little bit of a better view of some of this photogrammetry and whatnot, so hopefully we can take a look at that. But up above it looks okay, but we want to see the details, right? Alright, we're approaching kind of the south shore of the main land here, and it's taking a look at the satellite maps. It looks pretty standard, again running high graphics, but yeah, you do get some nice photogrammetry here in regards to the topography of the region. Again, beautiful looking mountains there in the haze. We do have some smaller cities and towns as well. Photogrammetry looking alright. I'm really excited to see how Tokyo and other cities look. But right now, for the countryside, quote unquote, it's looking really nice. It has a lot of data points for the different terrain details. So again, we are getting a more accurate kind of look for the terrain. Just have to watch out our altitude here, just because the terrain does rise as we go inland. But yeah, again, the Sims running pretty well here, and the towns and everything looking not that bad. Alright, we're around halfway to the shrine from before. We do have kind of a larger area off to our right here that we're just flying over right now, 2,000 feet. Kind of looks sparse for higher buildings, but there's a lot of lower objects. It's alright, got some good terrain contours with the water. Everything else is looking okay. I'm not sure what's going on with that bridge down there, but kind of just goes into the water, but whatever. You think they would take a look at that? It's on the main trail, but whatever. What's happening down there? Same kind of deal, some errors with the AI generation of roads. That's reminds me of that one episode from The Office when, oh, this guy has a cool amphibious car. That's kind of cool. Anyways, it's like from The Office when Michael is just following the GPS and he just drives into the river. But yeah, like, again, I haven't seen any of, like, the majorly built up cities yet, but so far it's looking just like a normal map here. I can't tell if that's water or if that's a road down there, because there's cars on it, but it has reflections like water. So I don't know what to think of that. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Whatever. Let's just pretend we didn't see that. Let us continue heading towards our Etsukul Shima Shrine. I want to see what this looks like, if it's a traditional shrine or not. And we should be okay at 2,000 feet. Might boost it up to 3 just to clear this. We'll go up to 4 just to clear the mountains. But I will see you guys again shortly. Alright, looks like we're just approaching the Tsukushima Shrine now on this, looks like island up here. So let's just get this down and take a quick look around. Some cool fisheye effect rocking and rolling here. And let's see if we can see anything at our little windows. And actually, let's go back in for a sec. There we go. Let's see if we can get some better views here. Again, not too crazily impressed right now. I can't really tell Japan from different continents and everything else right now, but the terrain, like the geography and topography, look okay. So there should be a shrine, I think, somewhere. Is that it over here? This looks like something that we're flying over right now. Is that Fukushima Shrine? I'm assuming that is it down there, and I'm rocking high graphics settings right now. So that looks kind of cool down there. Again, oh, yeah, it is, because you could tell a shrine on the water. Okay, that's kind of cool. If you guys want, you could take your Icon A5 and kind of go visit that and see how it looks more up close there. But, okay, so they did add... It looks like a custom made as well. Okay, so that's kind of cool. If you want to see a closer image, there's the actual promo shot that they have of that. Okay, so what's next on our list here? So we should probably gain altitude again. Heading past the bridge. I am probably gonna fast forward until we get to Krama here. So I will see you all there. Looks like it's basically just following this kind of like little inlet here. So I will be back then. Let's take a quick speed boost. There we go. We have a nice look at the Iwakurajima Bridge here. Alright, so it's fully in. Looks like it. Inside of the bay to the other. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I think we have some cars still driving on the water though, but at least some of them are driving on the proper... Okay, yeah, I'm not even gonna comment about that. Okay, that was interesting. All right, and we're back. We're just about to hit the Meiji Castle. Not sure if that's how you say it or not. Sorry, but yeah. So we're in another community here / city, and things are looking pretty populous. You know, got some good-looking buildings and stuff. Got some nice lines on that coast. Looks like it should be somewhere up on our front left. I'm not really seeing anything yet, but we'll give it a few seconds to see if we can get anything into view here. Still on autopilot, 2,000 feet. Yeah, again, same kind of deal as before. Like, some buildings and train details are still messed still, but you know what? With the overall topography of the region looks pretty nice. Like, they did get the proper land routes. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna head over it and then head back on course here with the autopilot. Let's just keep an eye out for it. That is my Mac restarting. Is that it up ahead? I think this might be it right up here. This looks like it is a customized building for the engine. Look at this. We got the Himeji Castle. Sorry if I'm butchering that name. Okay. There goes the autopilot getting us back on course now. But yeah, alright, so it's another custom building in here. Looks pretty cool. Would definitely check that out in real life, if not for current events. It's all white-ish looking. I'm not sure if gotta Google some pictures of that. And just, yeah, that looks pretty cool. Can't wait for helicopters to get in, so then we can actually take a closer look and just kind of hover around. But no, that's pretty cool. So we'll continue on our journey here. It looks like we're just going to go along the coast here, past another bridge. We'll look at the Kobe port tower, and then it's on to Mount Fuji, then Tokyo, I believe. So we will keep on going. Catch you on the next leg, and jump. Alright, we're approaching another bridge here. So if we look up to our right, we'll see this other beautiful bridge kind of branching off into this little island over here. So it looks pretty good. That's all included. Looking down at the buildings, you can see some train tracks, baseball stadium, things like that, or soccer stadium. Hey, we can probably tell now. Our running track, I suppose. But yeah, so coast again, still looking okay. Coming up here, got another little bridge to look at. There you go. Shaders are kind of a little bit weird here, but that's probably just my setup running high. But okay, quite literally. Well, I just wonder if there's a way for the AI to paint out like the actual satellite imagery and just use the custom 3D model of the bridge. But again, that's nitpicking, I know, but still looks cool. Designers did a good job looking after the bridge and things like that, so gotta give them kudos for that. Yeah, the clusters of buildings and stuff are looking pretty decent, I have to say. Again, we're just going to be following this coast back up. We'll pass the port tower and the airport here, and then I'll skip on over to good old Mount Fuji over here. I'll probably gain some altitude again just to keep us away from those not so friendly looking mountains. It really is amazing though how the actual engine of Flight Sim can handle this many buildings, as I say, as it just goes loading in a new cluster here. But it really is amazing, you know, especially trees and stuff. I'm excited to see them add seasons and things in here, because right now we're only showing kind of the greenery. Oh, it's kind of cool looking. Some more bridges down there. Running through this little residential area. That's pretty cool. Oh, is this our little Kobe Port Tower here? Maybe? I don't really know Japan, so can't really comment. Possible industrial area or something here. We got some traffic rocking and rolling. It's a beautiful traffic day. So yeah, I guess this is the Kobe Port Tower. Oh, okay, so you might recognize that out of a movie or something. Don't see any boats though. And I think this was mentioned before by somebody else, but I actually have boats cranked up to at least 50%, and I don't see a single boat here. And being Japan especially, you'd think that there would be more than one boat. Like, the only things I'm seeing are from the satellite imagery. So it's a little bit note to Microsoft to kind of tweak the AI and the auto-gen rules. Alright, let's go to Mount Fuji. Alright, and a few minutes later, looking up, we have Mount Fuji in the distance. Look at that. Let's get a closer look here. And here we are. If you look to your left, you will see Mount Fuji. Look at that in all of its glory. Looks pretty nice from here, eh? From the flight path. I'm not going to get too close today, but it really is amazing. It'll be great to see that in real life after all this real world stuff is over. But again, looking good. The Japan expansion has definitely worked on the surrounding terrain. Everything else is looking really nice. Again, we did go back up to 8,000, but that's just because, of course, giant mountain thing kind of forces you to. So anyways, yeah, so after we pass here, we're going to be going on and landing at the major airport. So we're basically just going to be coming up and around over the Rainbow Bridge and taking a good old stop over at RJTT. So let's fast forward a little bit more here until we kind of get into the final approach stages, and let's see how this goes. Alright, here we are approaching our final destination here. We're just about to pass over the Rainbow Bridge very shortly. So pretty much, yeah, that's our final map for the journey. Let's take a quick look to see how the actual terrain and buildings look here. Looks like we have some good clusters of buildings. Got the kind of like Tokyo and tower, things like that in the distance, looking pretty cool. Alright, the cool thing about this airport is that I honestly didn't realize this is a thing going to the map for a sec. Is that runway 23, I believe it is? They have like a little island here. I did not know this was a thing. If that's a thing, that's awesome. Like, where are you working? Oh, I'm working on the island today. I guess they have a ferry or it's like tunnels or something going to it. That's pretty cool. But yeah, something I didn't realize that their little flight plan here just kind of ends at the airport. They don't really give us an approach or anything, so we're just gonna fly to that and I'll just land and just see where we go from there and walk around a bit. But yeah, so again, we do have the what was that rainbow bridge down there? Holy geez, sorry about that. So we got some cool looking buildings and stuff down here. We've got a cool stadium. Still on autopilot. Looks like it's just gonna bring us around the airport here, and then I'm personally just gonna land on 2-3. That looks like a cool lighthouse looking thing. I'm not sure what that is. That looks pretty cool, that is. So yeah, so custom airport, I believe. Looks kind of cool. We are gonna be landing on 2-3. What is going on? That's one of my main issues right now is that, oh my gosh. For some reason, the monitor is randomly turned off. Okay, that's cool. That's kind of one of my pet peeves, actually, because whenever I right-click and look around, I zoom in using my mouse, but that can also trigger things, so I think I just turned off the... You know what? Let's just play around. You know what? Let's just... At this point, I kind of just want to land. So let's disconnect the autopilot. Let's just kind of take it from here. Screw it. Let's do it. I didn't realize the beach had 40 degrees of flaps. That's pretty good. Alright, let's take a look at our map here. So actually, let's go back here and take a look. Yeah, you know what? Let's actually land on one of the main runways here. And gear down in a second here. Let's keep at around 100. Just about 100 knots here. And land on the main island portion here. Gear down. Oh, okay, so it looks like they do have the bridges or something there. Oh, even for aircraft, that's kind of a cool little thing. I never knew that was a thing. You see bridges for aircraft go over highways and stuff, but you never really see them like over water or anything like that. That's pretty cool. Okay, enough of that stuff going on here. I want to try one of those cool places. Yeah, who cares for published approaches? Again, the airport looks really cool. Like, again, like everything, I believe this is a custom airport, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, a little bit fast, but honestly, it's been 2 hours in real life, so I just want to get down. Oh no, we're losing the frames. I still got plenty of airspeed to kill here, so it's all good if we get a little bit of a bubble. There we go. There you go. Nice and soft. Don't believe we need reversers for this, so I'm just gonna let it do its own rollout here with brakes. And there we go. We did our little flight there. How long did it take? Total time of flight, 2 hours. Rock on. All right, thanks for joining me, everyone. That was kind of a cool little thing just to see what Japan looks like. Next up, we can do the landing challenges, see how those kind of compare to the ones we already have. But anyways, thanks again for joining me, everyone. As always, fly safe, happy landings, and see you next time. And for some... Wait, what? Before I go, I just realized this entire strip is wrong. Like, for some reason, it says I flew a Dreamliner. Yeah, this strip is wrong. Okay. Anyways, see you next time. Anyways, whatever.